There's my German Shepherd Lobo and my Blue Bay Shepherd Kurgan. This is clip 6 of our hike to Wita Tanka, Pike Island. We're currently on Pike Island right now, winding out our, there's a beautiful big old oak. Go up close to it so you can see just how huge it is. But again, this is clip 6 from our hike on Pike Island. Been hiking for a few hours now. We've gone several miles. It's a beautiful morning, probably around 9:30 or so. I'm just guesstimating though. Come on, Kurgan. Boy. Beautiful morning. About 30 degrees. It's been snowing all night. Got about 3 inches of new powder on the ground, which is nice because all that snow that we had gotten a couple weeks back, the last week or so, it's been warm and we got some rain and it took care of a lot of it. So let's put a nice new layer on top. Out there is the mighty Mississippi. We're currently on the Mississippi River side of Pike Island. As I've said in prior videos, and I'll rehash here, Pike Island is an island on the Mississippi River and Minnesota rivers. It sits at the confluence of the two. It's known for having a lot of paranormal activity on it. The whole river valley in this area is known for that. The Native Americans believe that the 3 islands here on the Mississippi were haunted, and that was before the tragedy took place on the island here after the Dakota Indian Wars. As I've said before, they kept about 1,600 Native Americans prisoners here on the island, women, elderly, and children. They had no shelter and very little food, and during a particularly harsh winter, about 300 to 400 of them died of cholera and starvation, which is pretty horrible when you think about it. The island does have a unique energy to it. It's hard to explain unless you've been here to experience it. Again, I can't explain it, but it does have a presence to it. I've seen lots of paranormal stuff in the area as a kid and also as an adult. Lights going through the trees, balls of light. You'll hear voices when there's nobody there. Sounds of things going through the trees. Again, it's a really cool place. As you can see, this is all fresh snow we're going through. Nobody's been here walking. Looks like we've gotten probably 3-4 inches since last night. Down south of us in southern Minnesota and Iowa, I heard they're getting up to 15 inches. I wish that was us. I'm of the thought the more snow the better. Winter's still earlier though. We get snow up into April here in Minnesota. Occasionally we'll get snow the very beginning of May. So we've got plenty of time to get more. Well, that right there was Kurgan. Kurgan, come here. running through a bunch of thorns. Nice, buddy. You just had to do that, didn't you? Pauses. Kurgan, come here. Let me get the rest of those thorns off you. Come on. Nice. Now I'm going to have to take the wire brush to him when I get home. It's covered in those things. So one thing I never had to worry about with my bulldogs is their coats are so short and tight that the burrs and thorns don't stick to them. Isn't this tree cool? All the big weird knots all over it. Again, that thing's, think of the history that thing has seen. That was here when all those people died on the island. All the knots and burrs all over this thing. I love stuff like this. Gotta be 200 years old, probably even more. The thing is ancient. There's another huge one over there. This island is full of lots of old growth oaks. Lots of oak trees. Well, this here completes my walk around Pike Island. We're coming to the bridge that takes us off and over into the Fort Snelling area here. If you go to prior videos, I film what's on that kiosk there and sign that tells you about the area. And again, about some of the paranormal activity. No, Kurgan. All you gotta do is pause it if you want to read that. Well, we just came over the bridge from Pike Island. Come on, Kurgan. Just passed a lady with some snowshoes on and a couple of dogs. Again, the winter scenery doesn't get much prettier than this when it's doing this sticky snow that sticks to everything. It's just beautiful. I'm not sure why that woman needed snowshoes. She just must have gotten a new pair and been excited to use them because the snow ain't really deep enough to use them yet. But I've been there. You get something new and you're excited to try it out and you look for any excuse to do it. Wow, isn't that beautiful, all that stuff blowing out of the trees. What are you smelling? Our porch in the fort right now, Fort Snelling. You can see it, sits up on the hill there. Up there's a big wall, and the fort's up above it. Filmed this in a prior video, but I'll catch it again for any of you who missed that and want to read it. Again, just pause if you want to read what it says. We are right here. Now that root cellar that they're talking about there, I showed you that. That's that in one of the prior videos. That's the thing with the cage around it. That's we go inside of that in my arachnophobia video. That right there is the Minnehaha Falls. Up. Again, this is Pike Island here. We're here right now, and I'm going to be hiking all the way back. My car is like here. So as you can see, I still got a trek ahead of me. Again, just pause if you want to read this stuff. A little bit about the history of Minnesota here. Again, if you follow my videos in the areas where I hike, you might find some of this interesting. Cool, hope you enjoyed that. And the fort sits up on the hill here. If you take this trail going up, that'll take you up to the top where the fort is. We're going to take this trail here. That will take us back towards Minnehaha Falls and my truck. Come on. Kurgan, stop picking on Bo. Kurgan, come here. Hey, you got a burr stuck to your tail. I just got these things all over him. Come here. Good boy. Wait. Stop. Let me get this thing. There we go. So again, you can see the wall of the fort up there. Fort up there, the walls. Well, yeah, probably a mile walk left back to my truck, maybe a little longer. I'm going to wind this clip out here. I think this is clip 6, the end of it. Like, subscribe, and share. If you made it this far, thanks for coming along. That's all, folks. Bye.